Hello, my dear students. This is Sundar here. Hey, guys, what's up? Very good afternoon to all of you. Okay. So, guys, welcome to the session. We are going to deal with Renaissance. All right, the Renaissance as a concept is, trust me, it's kind of mind-boggling. The reason is it's a revolution in human mindset. Okay, which happened probably by the kind of end of the medieval age. Okay, so I'll take you through that, the entire storytelling I would do. Let's make it very interesting. For now, let's wait for, we hardly have a few guys in the session. We'll just wait for a few more seconds. Yeah, hey Gurdeep, Menti quiz hai, don't worry. Hi Babar Khan. Hi Anushka. Hi Shravani, I'm fine. How are you? Saksham, hi, I'm awesome. Thank you. Gaming Wolf, it's very easier. It's not about easy, guys. Social studies is never tough. You just need to understand everything from a story, a movie, a real life perspective. That is when you will be able to enjoy it. Otherwise, trust me, social science will become very boring for you. Especially history and political science. I am fine, Mayuri. How are you? Hi, Krishna Chaitanya, Dipanita, Urvashi. Hi, Abraj. How are you? Lovely, lovely to see. Shobha, do not worry. You know what? The easiest is civics because it happens in front of you. The entire governance, everything happens in front of our eyes, right? So civics is the most relatable subject ever. The problem is you should know, or the teacher should help you relate it really well. That's the only thing. So guys, I see slowly people are coming in. It is taking time. We just need to see how to go about this. Devajit Datta, it depends on your requirement, but I would always suggest pro guys. Because why take a risk? All provisions are there in pro. Take that, that's always better. Okay, let's move on. So guys, in case there are new students who are, who are there in this session, typically a quick glance of Young Wonders for you. This channel is all about 6th, 7th and 8th grade students, typically for them. And all sessions are live sessions with a quiz. Okay, I'm sure you would really be delighted with the kind of teachers we have in the channel. I anchor this channel, and yes, along with this, what subjects we cover, if you look at it, we cover math, science, social and English grammar, your entire year syllabus for CBSE. For ICSE, we have this series which is happening on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, and this series will cover all the significant concepts of mathematics, science and social studies. That is it. Okay, right? So guys, in case you want to learn very deeper, you want to take up online live learning subscription with Vedantu, just take a pic of this slide. Okay, this subscription is very powerful because it has unlimited live sessions for you, unlimited doubt solving, some teacher who will be there for you to give personalized attention. All right, periodical tests and assignments, they evaluate that, understand your progress, understand your strengths, weaknesses, help you get to the path of a topper. So note this down, very important. And the teacher code, my teacher code to help you get a massive discount is also there. SRPRO, note it down. So guys, once you go to the first link, vdnt.in/ytpro, it'll ask you to choose your grade. Choose your grade, look at the features of the course, click on get subscription if you're convinced, and then decide. It's up to you guys. If you feel that I just want to take up 1 month and find out how it is, take up 1 month. Or you feel that no, I think it's all good, all right, just take up 3-6 months, up to you. And under coupon code, type SRPRO if you guys are going for a subscription, and you will be able to get more than a 30% discount on this. Cool. Okay guys, all what we teach would be in sync with your curriculum, by the way. And yes, that is it. Let's move on to Renaissance. Guys, I'll take you through Renaissance, by the way. Okay. See guys, we all know the medieval period, right? The medieval age. Medieval age was running till the 18th century. All of us know about it. So if you look at some time between 1300 and 1600, you call it as the late medieval age. Okay. It is the end of the medieval age. By that time, especially in Europe, okay, in Europe, till that time, it was the church which was super powerful. The church was super powerful and they were dictating terms on everything, everybody. Okay, that was the time, this end of the medieval age, there was a kind of a mindset revolution which happened, which made people to think that a human being is not just a God's creation alone. He is much, he is worthy of doing several things. You getting it? So it is not just the person is just a God's creation alone. He is capable of doing multiple things, inventing, all right, science and technology, art, architecture, a lot of things. So people started realizing this. This concept is called as Renaissance or rebirth. So what is mean by that rebirth? Rebirth is not getting born again. It is all about having a mindset to innovate again, reviving all the ancient stuff. Okay, so during this period, people started, interacting a lot. All right, during this particular period of Renaissance, it happened typically in Europe. It all started in Italy, to be frank. You know what happened? People started a lot of interactions. They understand their ancient traditions. They tried bringing back everything. Okay, it was kind of a revolution that happened. It revolutionized the entire Europe. Okay, we are going to deal about that. So what is Renaissance? Spread of Renaissance. I have told you what is Renaissance, how it spread, what are the different characteristics of Renaissance and the impact. This is what we're going to see today. Okay. Yeah, Susan, what's your doubt? Please put your doubt. Santoshi, thank you so much. I'm sure you're going to love it. Don't worry. Hi, Samriddhi. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, guys, now you know what is Renaissance, right? All of you. Now, let's take it forward. So, the term Renaissance it came from a French word which means rebirth. People who were, not doing anything, not focusing on the capabilities of all human beings, the entire human race, suddenly started thinking on those lines. Okay, that is why mentally it was a rebirth for everyone. And that's why they coined the term Renaissance. Okay, so it marked the new interest in the learning of ancient civilization, and not just that, guys. Along with that, there were a lot of innovations in science and technology as well. Okay, my dear kids, till this, are you clear? What is Renaissance? Is everyone very clear about this? Vedika, rebirth means, I told you, right? It's not getting born again. It is thinking in such a way that they bring back everything. Whatever is the ancient traditions, the culture, architecture, everything they brought back, started putting in effect, use. Alright, that's why it is called as rebirth. It's like a person getting born again, but literally, it's not literally being born again. Cool? Okay, so guys, hey Vinik, see typically till the end of the medieval age, alright, once again I'm just trying to give you guys a glimpse. People were totally under the, guidance of the church. The churches were dictating terms and they were not probably allowing people to think on anything apart from spirituality. But this was the age when, it is a rebirth, when people mentally were born again. Mentally, okay. So they started thinking about, why Renaissance happened. There were a lot of interactions between multiple cultures. And people understood that apart from service to God, there are a lot of things that they are capable of doing. And that's how Renaissance was born. Alright, Renaissance, the concept of Renaissance evolved. Everyone started thinking about what is my history, what is my ancient civilization, what is my culture, what is the kind of architecture I had, everything they started reviving. This is what we call as Renaissance. Cool? Susan, what is your question? You're not putting your question at all. So look at it. Renaissance began in Italy, guys. Hi Drishit, many more happy returns of the day, beta. May God bless you. So it began in Italy. Alright, in Italy, people were totally into the hands of the church. It started there, that revolution, and slowly it started spreading to France, England, throughout Europe, guys, Germany, throughout Europe. So what is the period of the Renaissance? 13 to 1600 AD, or we call it a CE, Common Era, right? So during this period, what happened? People started thinking very innovatively. They wanted to bring back all the traditions. Alright, they wanted to bring back the civilization. Whatever they started studying, what was the kind of different architecture that was existing. How were they able to do that? Okay, my dear kids, you know what? The sailors, there were sailors, right? The sailors in Florence. Florence is also a place, right? Sailors in Florence, they had a lot of connections with the Mughal Empire, the Muslim countries. And they had preserved all the information on architecture, civilization, everything there. They brought it back when it is required during Renaissance. So between 1300 and 1600, revolutionary changes happened. Okay, people started thinking differently, and that is why at that time all development started, right? So it was no more medieval age. It started the beginning of the modern age. Cool? Okay. No, Susan, Renaissance, it was very clear. It started in Italy. The reason being, the domination of the church was the maximum there. Okay? I hope I answered you. Look here. Spread of Renaissance, its birthplace was Italy. So cities like Venice, Florence, Milan, Genoa, all of them became very rich and prosperous because people started thinking, they started doing a lot more things, innovating, science, technology, different architecture, all right, the way the Rome was built, right, lot of things. I'm just giving an example. So it led to the development of growth and architecture because people started digging their past, understanding the richness of the ancient culture. Okay, so 476, almost what, 1000 years prior to that, Western Roman Empire declined. From that time they started studying everything. Saksham, Constantinople, alright, he emerged as a new center of learning. Remember, the Eastern Roman Empire, the place, Constantinople as we call it, it became a new center of learning, in fact, new center of learning and technology. And in 1453, right, the Ottoman, they captured Constantinople. The Ottoman Empire as we call it, right, they are the Turks. The Ottoman Turks, they captured Constantinople. And remember, during this battle, a lot of scholars from Greece, they escaped to Rome. Okay? So all these scholars started putting in their thoughts. Guys, this is a major thing I want you to remember. Suddenly a lot of scholars came from Greece into Italy. Right? And they started revolutionizing the entire people around them with their thoughts. They were welcomed in Italy, and that's how classical learning started evolving in Europe. Beautiful story, right? If you look at it, look at the way people were under kind of enslaved. We shouldn't use the word enslaved. They were under the complete domination of the church. People were not thinking anything else. They were not thinking about how capable is this human race of creating things, using science, technology, building architecture, literature, Till that time, nothing was there. Then they started thinking about it. They started reviving all their ancient architecture, literature, etc. That's why Renaissance was also called revival. Nidhi, Renaissance was also a normal period, okay? So there is no change in their food habits. So characteristics of Renaissance, what happened during this period? So during Renaissance, all right, first thing was humanism. So humanism means what? Until then I have been telling you, right? People were not thinking about the power of humanity. What all things we can create, what all we can achieve. Then that during the Renaissance period, people started thinking about it. Second is power of rationalism. Instead of blindly believing things or blindly going spiritual, you have to you have to look at logic on anything that you do. Rationalism. And then science and technology and higher order thinking, questioning everything. All these things started during the period of Renaissance. Okay, I will take you through one by one: humanism, rationalism, okay, scientific spirit, and the spirit of inquiry. All the four I will take you through right now. Okay. Rational. See, rational means what? You don't believe everything unless there is a logic in it. That's rationalism. Okay, humanism. Guys, humanism is very, very simple. Humanism is the power of human beings. Focused on nature, achievement, human potential. Alright. So, people started thinking how powerful human beings are. We don't know our potential, right? It all started there. In Europe, of course. It didn't spread to Asia. So, considerable influence they had. The moment they realized that they are very, very, human beings are very powerful, they started contributing a lot to literature, a lot to history, paintings, sculpture, politics, everything. Okay, and people like Petrarch, Boccaccio, Pico della Mirandola, all of them started coming up. They became visible for the entire human race. Okay, all of them are from Europe. Anmol, I saw it. Okay guys, what is your question? Put your question. Tell this, are you clear? What do we mean by humanism? Guys, it's very simple here. I think, sometimes you might complicate it too much and you feel the Renaissance is tough to understand. Super simple. People were completely dominated by the church. They were not to look, apart from God, they were not thinking about anything. During Renaissance, alright, when they started interacting with different cultures, people from different, other regions, they understood human race is a lot more potential. Alright, so then they started reviving. How was our past? They started looking at how their ancestors lived, their civilization, their architecture, literature, everything they started bringing back. Putting them into effect, contributed more to the literature, architecture, science, technology, everything. This period and concept is called Renaissance. Clear? I think I have done 3 recaps now. Francesco Petrarch, Giovanni Boccaccio, and Pico della Mirandola. Okay? Right. So guys, that's humanism. Humanism is all about understanding the potential of human race. Now rationalism. Rationalism is without any logic. If something is there, do not accept it blindly. Okay. So people they started questioning all the existing ideas. Okay. They started bringing in a very logical outlook. Only if there is logic, believe it. Otherwise, no. Okay. Church started, there were a lot of blind beliefs, guys, with the churches. So then they started having a lot of trouble with this period, during this period. So scholars belonging to this age, they were called as rationalists. The word rationalist probably was the most used during this period. Alright, because they were not believing anything even if the church is saying it. They said, is there a logic in it? Then we will believe it. Hello Abhinav Meena. My dear kids, are you clear about humanism and racism? Give me a yo if you're clear. Arohan, what is OP? Awesome. Good. I've done 3 recaps for you. I hope you are clear now. Then apart from humanism and racism, people started getting an innovative approach. You call it as a scientific spirit, right? So they started thinking scientifically for everything. How? What is a scientific thought process? Whenever you look at something, observe it, try it out, see if it works, then conclude something is working or not working. That's called a scientific approach. This kind of a spirit started coming in the people during the Renaissance period. It's called scientific spirit. And the last one is spirit of inquiry. So what is the spirit of inquiry? Is trying to discover more and more, explore more and more. I want to see more people, more places, more things, more discoveries, right? Thirst for knowledge is what we call spirit of inquiry. Okay? So because of which what happened? A lot of news, discoveries, inventions, explorations, a lot of things happened. So 4 things are important, my dear kids. One is humanism, which is all about the potential of human beings. 2 is rationalism. It's all about having the mindset to logic on things and believe it. 3rd is following a scientific approach, which is all about observing, experimenting, and then concluding whether something is working, something is true, etc. And the last is getting that inquisitiveness to explore new things. Cool? Hi Anya. Exactly, Shweta Bubalakrishnan. Absolutely, you got it right. Hey guys, these 4 are very important. Very simple guys, don't complicate it, okay? At that time, people started thinking a lot overall during the Renaissance period. As a result of thinking, they understood their potential, which is humanism. They started, logic on things, which is called rationalism. They started following a scientific approach before believing something is true or false, or before doing experiments also. It is called a scientific spirit. And the last is they wanted to, their thirst for knowledge, know more and more, explore more and more, which is called spirit of inquiry. All these 4 things are super important for you. Okay, so as an impact of Renaissance, look at it. They were reviving art, architecture, etc. Painters like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo and Raphael, all of them emerged. Paintings, Last Supper, Mona Lisa, Sistine Chapel in the Vatican, all these were drawn during this period. Guys, only if you are able to get my perspective, you will be able to enjoy this. Otherwise, it will become boring for you. I can tell you right away. Imagine how things would have been. Right? It's like watching a movie where someone is suppressing you completely. You are not allowed to think anything else. But you have the capability. Suddenly you understand with interaction of multiple people that till now you have been kind of kept in the dark. Now you have an opportunity to create new things. You have an opportunity for science and technology, art, architecture. You also want to know what your ancestors, how they lived, what kind of art, architecture they had, the civilization, etc. This is what happened during Renaissance. Cool? Awesome. Sneha Sahu, please put in your doubt. So guys, for literature, before the Renaissance period, they had to, everything was manual. It was during this period Literature evolved. Printing press came in. Johannes Gutenberg, alright, who invented printing press during this period. And similarly, guys, something before Renaissance, people were importing everything. Condiments, sugar, clothing, everything was imported. During this period, everything they started doing on their own. And trade was there, right? Silk route was again kind of found and used during this period really well. We call it a Silk Road, right? Silk route, yes. So emergence of modern languages also came, like Italian, Spanish, French, German, English. All these things became dominant, visible to everyone during this period. So there were writers, Petrarch, Erasmus, Machiavelli, Shakespeare and Francis Bacon. Yeah? So this is how this all happened. Science and technology, how it developed. Copernicus, world famous astronomer. He is the one who first told Earth is rotating on its own axis. Hundreds of years ago. William Harvey, he discovered the circulation of blood. Guys, now you understand what kind of revolution Renaissance has brought in art, architecture, science and technology. Along with that, from a mindset per se, humanism, rationalism, scientific approach as you call it, and spirit of inquiry. Cool? So Isaac Newton, law of gravitation, inventions, microscope, telescope, thermometer. Okay, so who invented this? Guys, note it down. This might be a quiz question. I don't know. Anmol, Menti is very much there. Geographical Discoveries, 1448, Bartholomew. Alright, Bartholomew Diaz, he reached the southern tip. Okay, Cape of Good Hope. He typically out of Africa, guys. 1498, Vasco da Gama came to India. See, the moment people started getting those four things, they started traveling, they started exploring, they started digging the past. Lot of things happened. Alright, so Vasco da Gama came in 1498 and Columbus discovered West Indies in 1492. See, everything happened around that period if you observe. So now, 1519, Ferdinand Magellan reached Brazil and Patagonia. And he made, successful attempt to circumnavigate, that is travel throughout the earth in the history. Ferdinand Magellan. Okay. So guys, are you ready for a Menti, all of you? Come on, give me a yo if you're clear. Hi Aniket. Hi. I didn't note you better. Didn't notice you. Hi Alan Kota. Please tell me what's your question. Okay, moving on to the quiz now. Okay, end of Renaissance happened in somewhere around the end of this 17th century, guys. Okay, typically the period is still 1800, but 1800 is almost over before that. Alright, starting the quiz now. Guys, you have to open a new browser window. Type www.menti.com. Go to that website, menti.com. M-E-N-T-I. 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 Menti.com. And once you go to menti.com, it will ask you for a code. The code for today is 4887998. I repeat, kids, 4887998. 4887998. Quick, 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 guys. Don't close YouTube, by the way. Ready? Okay, let's move on. Let me see if all of you have joined. Guys, a lot of you have not joined. Guys, 30 seconds. 30 seconds is all I would do. Then first question will be on your screens. $15 more seconds. Yeah, we have around 150 around that. Pro learners, you just joined now. You don't know what topic it is. Renaissance, guys. Okay, starting the quiz now. First question on your screens. What is the time period between 1300 and 1600 called as? The Renaissance, the Reformation, the scientific explosion, the revolution of thought. Simple, 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 right? We always start simple, you know, right? Of course, it's Renaissance. 98 of you got this right. Good. So, top 10. Surya, Hustler, Arya, Shaunak, Sundar, Harshini, Apur, Sri Krishna, Manigandan and Ritvik. So, guys, question number 2. Here we go. The question is, what was the new focus on worldly issues rather than religious matters? Humanism, communism, realism, naturalism. So focusing on, rather than spirituality, they were focusing on human potential, the worldly issues. What is it called? Humanism, communism, realism, naturalism. I'm sure most of you would answer it right. Let's see. Okay, awesome. 83 of you. Good, good, good. Humanism. How many times I would have told you guys? So 2 questions are done. Harshini is still at the top. Followed by Homer, Ritvik, Lucky, Naitik. Top 5. Ayushi, Apur, Sri Krishna, Milus and Abhinav. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question number 3 for you. 4 more to go. And the question is, where did Renaissance begin first? England, Italy, Germany, France. Again, a sitter, right? For all of you. Time is running. Last 5 seconds. Okay, 84 of you got this right. Italy. So now Harshini is still at the top, followed by Lucky, Ayushi, Abhinav and Sri Krishna. Top 5. Arya, Sai Siddhartha, Apur, Krishna Chaitanya and Milus. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question number 4. 3 more to go after this. Who painted Mona Lisa? Come on guys, super simple. Raphael, Leonardo da Vinci, Donatello and Michelangelo. Who painted Mona Lisa? Okay, 99 of you got this right. Most of you. Good. Leonardo da Vinci, right? Now, not much of a change, guys, actually. Harshini, Lucky, Ayushi, Abhinav, Sai Siddharth. Top 5. Sri Krishna, Arya, Kushagra, Krishna Chaitanya, and Apurv. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question number 5, just 2 more to go. Who among the following were an inspiration for writers and artists during the period? Egyptians, Americans, Chinese, Romans, and Greeks. Guys, if you carefully listen to what I said, you will know. Yuvaditya, please type your question. How many of you chose Romans and Greeks? 82 of you. Good, good, good. Happy to see that. That's like my boys and girls. Guys, I told you, right? During the war, a lot of, what do you say? Greek philosophers, all right, they came into Rome, scholars. They fled Greece and came into Rome. So after 5 questions, Harshini, Lucky, Ayushi, Sai Siddharth, and Sai Sri Krishna, top 5. Arya, Dipanita, Milus, Mangan Lebe, Ironman. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, just one more to go after this. Come on. The word Renaissance comes from the French word, which means recreation, rebirth, remade, renovated. Hi, Shini Varghese. Come on, guys, come on. Good, rebirth. So 6 questions are over, only 1 more to go. Now we have Harshini, I believe, is at the top, followed by Lucky, Ayushi, Sai Siddharth, Arya, top 5. Sri Krishna, Dipanita, Mangan Lebe, Devjit, and Iron Man. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, the closure question for this session. Here we go. Sure, Bharati. Who among the following captured Constantinople in 1453? Greeks, Egyptians, Germans, Ottoman Turks. Who captured Constantinople? Guys, it was the Ottoman Turks, right? I'm sure all of you chose it right. Come on, guys. How did you choose Greeks? Greeks came into Rome. They fled away. They, they escaped from Greece and they came into Rome. But the capture of Constantinople, which was kind of the center of learning, it happened and it was captured by Ottoman Turks. Now, guys, who's going to win? Harshini. Right from the beginning, she was at the top. Yes, Harshini is unbelievable lead. Lucky is also very close. Many, many congratulations, Harshini. You won the quiz for today. Keep it up. Well done. And Lucky, you too. Great job done. Ayushi, Sri Krishna, Jayjit, top 5. Iron Man, Milus, Praveen Kumar, Soham, and Arya. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, my congrats to all of you for making it to the leaderboard. Great job. Amazing. Keep it up. And guys, so I know that Renaissance is not an easy or a very simple chapter to grasp, but you should feel it. You have to feel Renaissance. If you just try to by heart, learn, or just listen, it might not work. Okay. So I tried to provide you that information from that perspective. If you like the session, hit the like button and let me know you liked it. And yes guys, subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, subscribe if you have not done it. Okay, please do it. Thank you so much guys. I will meet you in the evening at 6:30. Okay, until then, this is myself Sundar Ravindranathan signing off guys. Bye bye.